got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get out my problems, let me up and it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up, I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Something we've only seen less than a handful of times since this franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. This is taken at its 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Let's go!
53, Mike. Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world.
Check.
Check 31.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
53. Ricky.
Shift!
Check 52.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Now, the good thing for you, partner, is you're not as old as I am, okay?
That's true.
So back when the dinosaurs roamed the earth, the right side of an offensive line was almost always your power side. Your bigger, stronger, physical guys. And on this play, they tossed it right and looked like it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, but that's not the case so much anymore, you're saying, with the bigger guys?
Not necessarily.
Find the best guys, plug them in on your O-line.
Right. As a general rule now, you're a lot more balanced on your offensive line. They might still lean towards your best pass blocker on the left side, but not necessarily all the time.
Now Leonard Fournette. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Whip. Watch the whip. Rush in.
Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. Complete to his tight end, Seth DeValve. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Mike 53.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Slam. Tighten up.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
They don't want it, fellas.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Keep playing hard.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check the outs. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Check 99. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
They'll run with Fournette.
Run.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Lay down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Wide 80.
51, Mike 51. Hey, I'm coming after you. Check. Fresno. Hey, switch gears. Switch.
Hey, gold. Down gold.
On third down, Fournette. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at them with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on third down.
So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game.
53's Mike. 53's Mike.
Here's Foles. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes the score 7-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 24.
All day. Back. Watch twist.
Run.
Twist.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more.
You don't want no problem.
Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Good. 180.
Mike's fofo.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
What's that?
44. Mike.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
180.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mayfield off the play fake. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Calais Campbell, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Alert.
Twist.
Fofo's a Mike. Mike's fofo.
Mayfield looks to throw. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
It's caught by OBJ. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, it's our house.
Kings.
Alert three.
Throwing, Mayfield. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Telvin Smith leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Check.
From the gun, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Let's go.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Here we go.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive, and they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 12-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Mike 53. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
They'll throw out wide, complete to Sanders. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
Hey, silent one.
It's soft, baby. That's baby soft. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Pick the edge. Come.
Now Foles. And able to find Conley. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
Move those chains. That's good for a Jacksonville. That's the
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Browns nothing.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Showing A.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41.
Watch twist.
Go.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
Foles. It's caught by Sanders. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Jacksonville 1st down on a pickup of 17. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum. because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Foles going to come up now, 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. They'll look to throw here. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
That's trash. Check 26. Check 26.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And his pass incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Browns.
Good. 180. Mike's fofo. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
1st down, Mayfield.
Don't let him breathe.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Not today. Hurry! Motion. Bumps off the helmet. Here we go. 44 is the mic. 44 is Mike. Check.
Mayfield steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Good. 180. Mike's fofo. Up. Pick it up. 44. Mike, 44. We own them.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 39.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
44's the mic. 44's mic.
A run for Nick Chubb. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius brings him down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Rabbit.
Point it right.
44.
Go.
44. Here it comes.
To throw, Mayfield. It's caught by Mark Ingram. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Set. 180.
44's the mic.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Mayfield on first down. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Mike's Fofo. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 2 at the 4-yard line.
They come out here in the eye.
44. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Check 43.
Hey, alert.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
Let's go.
A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. Boy, they had it at the 1. The false start moves it to the 6 now for 1st and goal. Following the penalty, Chubb trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
You don't want it. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score.
The Jaguars take over.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
On the run, it's Fournette. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Double dog. That's the way.
They'll toss it to Fournette. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Loss of a yard brings up 3rd down and 2.
Hey,
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down.
One.
We got this.
51's Mike. Mike's 51.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Right there. All day, baby.
Results in a 4th down.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back deep, Jarvis Landry.
All day, baby, all day.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own
The Browns drive about to get started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
And an alley to run. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
180!
44's the mic.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Hey, alert 33.
44's the mic. 44's the mic. Check, check.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
He's checking.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The tackle made back at the 25-yard line.
Tonight, 180.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. All right.
Here we go.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Under.
Hey, let's get this. Check 4.
Now 4th down. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
Run.
No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Baby, get him, boys. Get him, boys.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
What we got?
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Shift.
Looking to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
Good for a Jacksonville 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Double up.
Here we go.
Back to throw here. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Those chains. That's good for another Jacksonville 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Tonight, 180.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Here's Foles. The open man is Westbrook. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Check three, check three, check three.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Defense, let's go.
They'll give Fournette another crack. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Come on,
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's third and goal.
Boys, 51. Hey, I'm coming. Wide, get wide.
Now back to throw. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. They had it first and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive, but you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Calais Campbell able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Kings!
44 is the mic. 44.
Buzz!
3 buzz. 44 is the mic. Check.
Here's Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Double up.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
That's where you belong.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
I'm coming after you.
And again, it's Chubb. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third
like
down.
Just pistol.
44 is the mic. 44.
Hey, Alpha.
Check. Let's go, D.
From the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. Only we're happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
Let's go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here we go, G. Hatchet. Shift.
6 guy. Check 6 guy.
SOS. Let's go. Great.
SOS.
Let's go.
2nd and 10. He's got the hook up with Conley. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And the Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Foles now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Tight dog.
Watch the twist. Let's go.
Fournette.
53.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46.
Lucky.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Tonight, 180.
53. Watch the slant.
Let's go.
This is Fournette. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
I know you feel that.
Joe Schobert on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
Mike. Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Go with 5-3. Go with 5-3.
A handoff to Fournette. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Well, partner, Marvin, our number one stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
The Jaguars on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
He's checking crash.
Now Foles. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
That's good for another Jacksonville. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Foles now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Get in the weight room.
Fournette on the toss to the right.
Run, go.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Come on, fellas.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
The Browns on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Time, guys, out of time. Let's get off the field.
Run.
Let's get off the field.
44 is the mark. Check.
Working out of the gun. Mayfield. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
That is 3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
44, Mike, 44. Exit.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. And it is incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
$380. Mike, go.
Check. Hot route. Hot. Check safety.
Fournette running right.
Run! Get there.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Here's a give to Fournette. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have, where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior.
Heavy on the edges. Regular.
44's the mic. 44's Mike. Check.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Calais Campbell able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Give me that ball, defense.
Mayfield looks to throw. It's caught by OBJ. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
44.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
That's pulled in at the 32. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Crunch.
Check 9.
A handoff, Fournette running left. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
That's it, baby.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Mike
53.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Check the backer.
Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Yeah.
Set the valve. 48 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Well, look, this is a team, Charles. They faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division. But they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game. A message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead is now 24. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
the Browns take over first.
Keep playing hard.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Let's go, D.
What's that?
And they will take a knee here.
Mayfield on the keeper. A loss of a yard on the play. And it's third down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now, third and long.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Mayfield on the keeper. 3 and out.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10.
29-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Bowles on the keeper. A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
Keep going right at him.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
You don't want this.
Down to him.
And they take a knee.
Bowles on the keeper.
Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And that'll hit and go out of bounds, so they'll start just outside their own 40-yard line.
At their own 44-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Their season ends here, a tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.